Greetings of the day. In previous video, I was discuss about 2D list. Nothing but in 2D list, I'm going to discuss about addition of matrices and subtraction of matrices. How we are going to read a matrices in Python like 2D list. Okay. So in previous video, I was discuss about how to read a matrix. I mean matrix in Python and how we can perform addition of matrices and subtraction of matrices and how we are going to print, and I said what must be the condition, then only we can perform addition and subtraction operations. Okay, so in this video I am going to discuss about matrix multiplication in Python in a much more easier way. So we can perform matrix multiplication in I think it was in three ways. Okay, so I'm going to explain in general traditional way, and one more method using numpys. I mean, you will get a good I think you are not aware of numpys and pandas. So I mean, it was a some data science concept or any advanced concept. Okay, so don't worry, if possible I'll try to cover, I mean, those topics also. I mean, I'll give a idea or brief about it. Okay, skeleton about it, don't worry. So as of now, this is matrix multiplication in Python. Okay. So for before starting the video, I will say what must be the conditions for matrix multiplication and what will be the resultant matrix size. Okay, what will be the resultant matrix size? So if you're familiar with these conditions, then you can perform matrix multiplication in a pleasant way, in a perfect way. Okay, so then no one can, I mean, challenge you in that concept. So initially, before I was writing an assessment, I was a student. No, I was writing an assessment in my college. They are given a question. See, even I was not familiar with matrix multiplication in Python. Okay, initially, so that reason I written those code in Java. Okay, so that reason what happened, I'm getting I don't know the conditions. Test case passing, some inside test cases are going wrong, what's the reason? I was confused a lot, but later on I understand that I was browsed and I asked some tools like ChatGPT. Okay, I learned the concept. So my suggestion, you don't face that kind of issue, so that reason I'm covering those topics and conditions in this video. Okay, so I'm going to discuss in a clear way. So I'm just saying, okay, you will face these kind of issues which I was faced. That must be you should not face. Okay, uh, so I was confused. What's the condition of the resultant matrix? I'm getting an error. Why it was getting error? Why some test cases passing and some other test cases are not passing? With that question, I written only four questions. So there will be seven questions. I was performed only four questions. If I perform that matrix question, it will be mine five questions. Okay, no problem. But I learned a thing that I have to know this topic. I have to have a good idea how to this topic. On that day, I was remembered. Okay, if I get any next question like this, I should answer in a perfect way. So on the day, I learned this concept. Okay, so you shouldn't face kind of any issues. So that reason I was discussing. Okay, so first initially I'm going to discuss general matrix multiplication. General matrix multiplication. So in this notepad, no, try to understand as I mean, see, I know that okay, people who are familiar with matrix multiplication, I mean, I'm not saying about the code or programming. If you're generally aware of matrix multiplication in mathematics, it will much more easy. But if you are not aware, okay, it will feel much more difficult. You have to watch the video or you have to practice it twice or thrice. Okay, so don't worry. I'm going to teach in a easier way. See, I think I'll discuss the second method. No, most of the people follow the second method. Okay, okay. General matrix multiplication condition I'm going to discuss. So I'm having matrix A. So I mean, I'm just saying matrix A. Okay, so this is the matrix. Okay, I'll write here. So in this matrix, I'm going to have two rows, three columns. Two rows, three columns. So 1 comma 2 comma 3. 3 comma 2 comma 1. So see, there are three columns and two rows. Okay, so this is what 2 by 3 matrix. So in this matrix we are having two rows, three columns. Okay, so this is a column, say wait, 1 3. Okay, this is one column. 2 2 one column. 1 3 one column, or nothing but 3 1 is a one column. So these are the three columns and two rows. Okay, so now I'm going to consider the matrix matrix B. Matrix B. So I'm considering this matrix as three rows, three rows. Hey, where? Okay, three rows, two columns. Okay, three rows, two columns. So how it will be? Three rows, no? Two columns. One, two. Two comma one. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. I said one more now. So in matrix A, two rows, three columns. In matrix B, three rows, two columns. So I'm just copying this statement to here. Wait, to understand. Okay. So just I'll remove this also. Just you have to understand. Okay. So this is matrix A, two rows, three columns. So this is matrix B, three rows, two columns. Okay, so nothing but two rows, three columns. No, these number of matrix A number of columns must be equal to the matrix B number of rows. Then only we can perform multiplication. If the condition was not satisfied, it won't be happen. Okay, okay, we cannot perform any kind of multiplication to this matrix. Okay, if you are familiar with mathematics, if you are familiar with mathematics, see, if you are familiar with mathematics, so this row will be multiplied with, for what, this column. Okay, this column. Similarly, this row will be multiplied with 2 1 3 column. So the resultant matrix what we will get, generally I'm just discussing with an example. So what I am saying, I'm just saying the mathematical concept also, then only you will get programming knowledge. Without this you won't get any programming. So this one will be multiplied to this one, and this 2 will be multiplied to this 2, and this 3 will be multiplied to this one. So the resultant matrix will be like this. Okay, the resultant matrix will be like this. I'm just writing, I'm just writing normal way. So 1 into 1 plus 2 into 2 plus 3 into 1. So and comma, and this matrix again will be multiplied by this one. When this 1 2 3 will be multiplied to what? 2 1 3. So it will be the corresponding row, the corresponding row. So now I can write like this, what? So 1 into 2 plus 1 into 2 plus 2 into 1 plus 3 into 1. Okay, this is one row, this is one row. So and the second row, what here? 3 to 1. Same, this 3 to 1 will be multiplied to what? 1. I mean 3 will be multiplied to 1 and 2 will be multiplied to 2 and this 1 will be multiplied to 1. Again this 3 to 1 will be multiplied to 3 will be multiplied to 2, followed by 2 will be multiplied to 1 and followed by 1 will be multiplied to 3. Okay, so this will be the second row. Okay, this will be the resultant matrix second row. So I am writing here, you will get a good clarity. 3 into 3 into 2 plus 3 into 2 plus next 2 into 1 plus 1 into 3. So this is the first I mean second row, first element. The corresponding element will what? Wait, I done a mistake. No, yes, I done a mistake. So this is the second row. I mean second row, second column. Okay, so the previously will be 3 into 1. No, 3 into 1 plus 2 into 2 plus 1 into 1. 1 into 1. Okay, so see the resultant matrix, you can observe that 2 by 2 matrix. See here we have 2 and we have 2. So the resultant matrix, I said two conditions. No, the first condition, matrix A. Okay, matrix A columns must be equal to the matrix B rows, then only we can perform multiplication. After that, resultant matrix size will be what? Matrix A rows followed by matrix B columns. Okay, matrix B columns, then only we can perform any kind of multiplication operation. But if you are performing any addition operation or any subtraction operations, both the matrix must be equal in size, then only we can perform addition operation, subtraction operation. Okay, so as of now you have good, you got a good clarity. So now I am going to discuss this concept in programming. So I am going to discuss two examples. With these two examples, you will get a good knowledge in matrix multiplication. I said two conditions. I'll write here conditions also for you make much more clear. Condition 1. Condition 1 what? Matrix 1 rows. I mean rows. Sorry. Matrix 1 column must be equal to the matrix 2 rows. Okay, matrix 2 rows. So in bracket, okay, you got a good idea. So then no need it again. So the second condition, that the resultant matrix size, result matrix size, so will be what? Matrix 1 rows followed by matrix 2 columns. So this is the two conditions. So if you are familiar with these conditions, you can do with matrix multiplication. As of now, I discuss with an example how will be the matrix multiplication. I think you got a good clarity. We can perform matrix multiplication in Python programming. Okay, so I'm going to write the code, then followed by I'm going to explain in a neat manner. Okay, neat manner. So don't worry. Uh, wait. If I'm going, if I'm going very fast, keep the video. Watch the video or watch the tutorial in slow manner. Then you will get a good clarity. Or watch the twice or practice once again with pen on paper. Use pen and paper while practicing these kind of questions. Then you will get a good clarity and good idea and good suggestions. Okay. So as of now, I'm discussing in programming. So I'm not going to discuss with C programming or Java. So as of now, I discuss the mathematical concept. Then I'm following going to the Python code. So for initially, I will say the tough one. Then I'll followed by the easiest one I'm going to discuss. So don't worry. Watch the video. You'll get a good clarity. Okay. So Python code for matrix multiple. Okay. So I'm going to discuss in a easier way. So initially I'm going to discuss about tough one, no? So the tough one, okay. I can say if you are familiar with previous video, okay, no problem. So I'll consider matrix here. So this is the Python code. Just assume I'll try to execute this code in PyCharm. Okay, in editor also. Dash in range of, just I'm considering it is on a 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, so don't worry. If you are familiar with the previous video, then you'll get a good clarity. Okay, then I'll write here how many rows I'm going to read. I'm taking, I'm taking that it is as 3 rows. Okay, so I'm considering both the matrices the same. So, but initially I was discuss what was the conditions. Okay, if you can write these conditions, okay, in programming. So as of, you'll get a good clarity. Wait, okay. B is equals to, okay. Still why I'm not getting, okay, I given a space here. Okay, now both the codes are equal. Right here, print, enter the first matrix. Enter the first matrix without suggestion I was typing. So don't worry. I'll copy, cut, copy and paste. See, if you are, okay, I had a mistake here. This is the right one. Okay. When you are developing any websites, or then you'll see you will get a good happy of controls and control V. It is the best suggestion. Right. I'll keep here second matrix. So I said one condition, no? I mean, I'm just writing here that C is equals to, the condition must be what? The first row, I mean, how many, okay, sorry. So I informed that condition, no? The first matrix rows must be and the second matrix columns. So, so that reason I'm writing this condition here. So based upon it, it will play a crucial role. Okay. So for the first, so I'm writing 0, 0 for dash in range of what, length of length of b of 0. I mean, I'm considering matrix b, no? b of b of 0. Okay. So I'm just closing here like this, this list, first list. Okay. I'm just closing like this. Similarly, then followed by what, for dash in range of length of a. Okay, just uh, why? Because I said no, length of a nothing but number of rows, so it will consider number of rows of the matrix, so length of a. So we are writing a nested, no? So then if you're not familiar like this, you can keep 3 also, no problem. You can keep 3 also. Now I'm going to close the list. So for the resultant matrix, this is the condition to declare. In Java or C, it will make much more easy, but don't follow it. Okay, if you are familiar with that language, you can follow it. Okay, so this is the condition for declaring a matrix C. Okay, so now we are going to perform matrix multiplication. Okay, so when we are initially I read how many rows will be there. Okay, for that I declare n. Uh, by n I'm going to read how many rows I'm going to read. Okay, then followed by what, the first matrix, then followed by second matrix, and the followed by what I did, I declared the matrix C. So now I'm going to write the condition for matrix multiplication. Okay, so just follow carefully, you will get a good clarity. So matrix multiplication, I'll make a comment also. Matrix multiplication, this is the crucial part. This is the crucial part. So everyone has to be followed this part in a perfect way. First, for I in range of length of a. Okay, so you can give n also, no problem, but as of now, follow the code. So n means nothing but number of rows, no? So a also consider as number of rows only. So I mean, how many element, it is not going to discuss about the nested list now. Okay, then followed by what, for chain range of, it has to be followed what, length of the first row, I mean length of the first row. Okay, so I'm going to copy and paste here. Okay, so then there, so I'm going to take these elements, I'm going to add, no? So for that, I'm going to consider b, I mean another loop, that is called for k in range of, it has to be consider the length of b, just overall length of the b. Okay, then then followed by what? So we are going to insert the values into the resultant matrix. So why? Because wait, you'll get a good clarity. Result, I mean, I kept resultant matrix of what I declared. So C, sorry. So C is equals to, I I was writing mistake. C of ij is equals to, so it has to be iterated, no? So what I am going to write here, the first row, first element, and the I mean for matrix A C generally. So it is the main logic. So here see, this element will be multiplied to what? This. So this element will be multiplied to what? For this. So this element will be multiplied to what? For this. Okay. So for that reason, I'm going to considering what? A of I, then followed by k. Okay. Into A of I comma, I mean I of k into B of k, then followed by j. So we are just multiplying and we have to add the overall row, no? So for that reason I'm going to keep shorthand operator. Why shorthand operator? For this condition. So wait, it has to be, 1 has to be multiplied to 1, and then followed by 2 has to be multiplied to 2, then followed by 3 has to be multiplied to 1. So this overall multiplication will be added to what? C of ij, nothing but 0 0. It will be considered 0 1, I mean 0 0 0 0, then followed by 0 1 1 0. Okay, then followed by 0 2, then followed by 2 0. Okay, so these elements will be multiplied and added. So overall elements will be added into what? C of ij. What it will be added to? C of ij. Okay, C of ij. So after completion of this is the matrix multiplication done. So every elements will be added into the what? C of ij matrix. This is the complex one. If you are writing this code in any other programming language or any C++ or Java or C language, it will take much more lines. But we are in Python, no? So that reason I can write the code in I mean in three the languages. Okay, C, Java, Python. Okay, uh, I'll feel much more difficult in write in C++. I mean, I was not aware of C++. It's take to learn within 3 to 2 weeks. So don't worry, just main team just follow, just familiar with two programming languages. One is SOP and one is POP. I mean, sorry, both are similar. One is OOP and POP. POP means procedure oriented programming or structural oriented programming. And in previous video, I was covered this concept in much more in a clear way. If not, you can watch. I'm saying that OOP, object oriented programming. So if you are familiar with these two languages, it is enough. If you are having basic fundamentals of C, then you are good at Java or Python, or you can learn both. But make sure that if you are giving any code, or if you write any logic or anything, make sure that one language in perfect way. So so as of now I'm teaching Python, so that reason make sure that Python you must be comfortable. For I mean for row in what? In C matrix. Print row. Okay, done. This is the overall matrix multiplication code. Now I'm going to execute in PyCharm. I think I may get some errors or may encounter. I think mostly I won't get errors. This is the main logic. I think if I may get any errors, like I think I missed many bracket or anything. This is the skeleton which I was discussed the previous the normal method and then followed by multiplication. So don't by heart the code. Try to understand. I'll explain the easiest one also. first time at the okay, I'll try to explain the second one also. Second one, second model. You can take second model. So in second model, I'm going to write this code in numpys, using numpys. Okay, it is very simple. Just if you until it will open, no wait, it is much more easy. Okay, so just write import numpy as np or anything, then followed by a is equals to np dot np dot 1 comma 2, just I'm writing for a small basic one, then followed by 3 comma 4. This is a 2 by 2 matrix. Then similarly np dot we can consider okay, sorry, I have to write np dot array. This is the main one. I was forgotten it. np dot array, then followed by what, you have to write. So sorry, it is a nested list, no? So then it will like this, no? Okay. So make sure that you should aware of this list. Okay. Should aware of this. Okay. So you should aware of this what, okay, I'll consider 1 comma 2. See why I'm considering this. This will be very simple. Anyone can understand. If I take complex number, it will make much more difficult to you. So that reason I'm just considering these elements. Okay. So don't worry. So this is the by this I'm going to read them. I mean, I'm just declaring in a normal way. We can read the elements in much more. I mean, same logic. Okay. So now I'll perform matrix multiplication. See how I'm going to declare a C. C is equals to np dot np dot, then write dot again, dot, then followed by a comma b, then write print c. Completed. Matrix multiplication is completed. Okay, or any this is in numbers, this is in numbers. One more method is there. C is equals to a at the rate b. Now also matrix multiplication is completed using numpys, nothing but these are the predefined libraries. Without using any predefined library, this is the main code. So if you are so I was initially informed, no, this is the basic one. Okay, we'll try to execute this code. Okay, wait, we will check it will work or not. Time was not completed. The code. Oh, import numpy as numpy. Why I'm getting error? I think I didn't download this file, so that reason I'm getting this kind of error. Maybe I have to install modules, install packages saying. Okay, time was not sufficient. No? I'll comment this code. Wait, I'll try to execute this in online browser. Okay, online browser. It will make much more clear. We will try. see it will work or not. Hey, see we got the output. See, we got the output. Generally, I'll try to check in ChatGPT what will be the output. See 7, 10, 15, 22. So we got the output. Okay. See, okay. So for verification purpose only, don't worry. So now I'm going to execute the main one. Now I'm going to execute the main one. Now I'm execute main one. See, I was written in the notepad now. So that reason. This has to be in perfect way. I'll keep P. P here. Hmm. So this is the correct order. I mean there will be indentations, no. So I was trying to overcome. Okay. Okay. So I given 3, no. Getting any errors. I was concluded everything fine in fine way. Okay, I said no, take length of A, better take that only. So it was showing any warning, no? So I'm just running the code. Output. Okay. So I'm going to read 3 by 3 matrix. Enter the first matrix 1, 2, 3, then followed by 1, 2, 3, then followed by 1, 2, 3. Enter the second matrix. I'm going to take the same matrix 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, then followed by 1, 2, 3. So this is the output. This is the resultant matrix. This is the resultant matrix. So I'm going to check again in any tool. Yes, the output is correct. Multiplication of matrix 1 to 3, 1 to 3, it will be 6, 12, 18. Okay. So this is the main overall code, and I was discussed in a much more in detail way. I was discussed in easier way and much more a little bit complex one. So in this video I was completed matrix multiplications. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.